So as I mentioned, I've played in different situations. Right now, I'm on the road with a trio, and sometimes that changes. Sometimes we have percussion, sometimes we have keyboards, or sometimes we have both. And so I feel that my role changes slightly even within my own band. Um, I might do different fills that I wouldn't ordinarily do, get a little bit away from full chords and do partial chords, especially if we have a keyboard player. Also, in playing with other people, my role can vary as a guitar player. I got together with Sheryl Crow back in 1990, and we wrote some songs together. And even finding a role in getting together with Sheryl and just making music together. When we first started out, it was me sort of coming up with riffs, coming out with these guitar things, and Sheryl would get together with me and sort of piece them together into songs. So that was my beginning role with Sheryl. We tried some of that, and then I went off and did some other different projects, doing musical scores for the Playboy Channel out in Los Angeles, which is another story altogether for another time, kids. But I got busy with a girl by the name of Carla Olson, and her band and her music was a bit more just raw rock and roll, sort of a Rolling Stone situation. And my role with Carla was more as a lead guitar player to sort of, they would set the bed, the framework of the song, and I would sort of play in and out of it. And it's just so happened that when I first started playing with Carla Olson, she put out an album, or was getting ready to put out an album that Mick Taylor had played on most of the tracks, but left some tracks open. So I came in and basically did the same thing, played some guitar, some lead solos on that, and we did some touring, and we played together for a while. And then Sheryl and I got back together. She put out an album. She was putting a band together. And even the roles between playing in Carla's band was more of just a lead guitar player. It was a rock and roll band, blues based. With Sheryl, it was a little bit more complex, different structures of music. It would some tunes would be more pop, some would be rootsier, and I would have to find my role, not only just reproducing what was on the album, but find something that would fit within the music, a little part. Sometimes it might be a dobro where I'm playing a little slide part in it, sometimes a little rhythm part. There are different things that I would do within each song. So Sheryl's playing with Sheryl Crow was much different than playing with Carl Olson, and definitely much different than playing with my band. But you find basically it's trying to support a song and trying to, if your part's not there in a song, create a part that lends to the song, that's not obtrusive, that might add a little bit of a hook to it, might add another dimension to the song. Because you got to keep in mind, there's, in a song, there's going to be somebody telling a story, they'll be singing a song, there's a certain melody, and you're working around that framework. So there are different ways that I found that I can just sort of apply what I do and find something within a song or within the band in the larger picture that will lend to the whole thing. So there's different roles as a guitar player that you can play, and it's just finding that role, finding what works for that band or that sound or that song at that particular time.